Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing well. Today's video is going to be a tutorial. I know I don't upload tutorials very often, but it is kind of hard for me to film. You guys should just see the setup that I have going on right now. But today I wanted to film a tutorial using the Too Faced BELLE Carousel. This is their holiday Christmas palette they've come out with. I have been dying to get my hands on this. I was looking online for it everywhere. I needed this thing in my life. I mean, look at it. How could you not want it in your life? But I purchased mine at Myers in the little Kit Cosmetics booth they have. Kit Cosmetics is like a concession, so basically Myer doesn't really own Kit Cosmetics, so they have their own staff and things like that. So if you want to purchase this online at the Myer website, they won't have it on there. But they will have it at Mecca Cosmetica because Kit Cosmetics is sort of joined with them company-wise, so you can try and find it on their website as well. I will leave the links below. This retailed for, I believe it was $65. It's totally cute. To me, $65 is not so bad considering how gorgeous it looks. So I'm going to be using a few of the palettes from this today and showing you just a quick spring look. You can also use this look for Christmas time. It's really nice and fun and festive, and here in Australia it's spring and it's pretty hot, so I think a look like this would look really, really gorgeous for Christmas Day if you're going out having lunch or dinner with the family and stuff. And it's really easy and it's really simple. I'm also going to be using the Naked 3 palette, just 2 of the shades in there, but you can subsidize them with other eyeshadows that you might already have. So I hope you will enjoy this tutorial. Please give it a thumbs up if you do, and let me know in the comments if you want to see like a review on this, what I actually think of all the shadows and the mascara that you get in here. Let me know in the comments, or you can just thumbs up this video. So I hope you all enjoy, and let's just get started. So I've already applied my eyelid primer and I use the Benefit Stay Don't Stray. The palette that I'm going to be using for this look is the lighter pink quad, and the first shadow that I'm going to take with a Sigma E25, I believe this is, yep, Sigma Blending E25, is the Boxes and Bows shade, which is this gorgeous pink. I'm going to be taking quite a lot of that on my brush, and I'm going to be applying this basically on the outer half of my lid and in the crease. It's okay if you're messy with this at first, because we are going to clean it up. I'm going quite a bit above my crease just because I have hooded eyes, so in order to actually pick up the pink colour when you're looking at me, it needs to be above where my crease overlays with my lid. So just using windscreen wiper motions, going back and forth, just to build up the colour. Next, taking the Tapered Blending E45, all of the writing is like rubbed off on these brushes. And I'm going to be taking the Naked 3 palette. I will leave links below to where you can get this. And I'm going to be taking the shade Luna. And I'm going to be placing this in the outer half of my eye here, just to create a little bit of dimension with the eye. And taking this in the crease as well, and I am going a bit above the crease again because I have hooded eyes, but I'm not going to go as far as to overlap the pink shadow that we just placed down. You can apply a lighter shade with this. You can apply the black that they have in the actual Too Faced palette, but I want something that's a bit more wearable during the day. And I feel like the shade just gives it that right amount of gradient. And I'm going to go back in with the E25 and the Boxes and Bows shade from the Too Faced palette and just touch up that pink, just so it's not completely hidden by the crease colour we just placed. And I'm going to be taking the colour Strange in this palette, which is just a cream flesh tone shade, And this is a matte shade, the one that's in the Too Faced one, which is Nutcracker. It does have a bit of a satin finish to it. All I'm going to be doing is just cleaning up the outer half of the eye and applying that same colour on the brow bone. This is a great colour because it's almost like a white. It's not so much a yellow undertone to it, so it really makes the pink pop. Going back in with the boxes and bows again with the E25, just to touch up the pink. And again with the Nuna shade and the blending brush. For the lid colour, I'm going to be taking the Maybelline Colour Tattoo in BELLE Branded. Basically just a champagne colour, and I'm going to be taking this Urban Decay just shadow brush. And I'm just going to be applying that on the inner half of the lid where we didn't apply any shadow. The colour that we're placing on top of this really needs something to stick to. Then I'm going to be taking the Sigma E55 and I'm just going to wet that with the e.l.f. Mist and Set. I use this because it's my cheaper one. And what we're going to be applying on the lid is one of my favourite shades from Too Faced. This is the Nude Beach shade. And this does have quite a bit of glitter in it, and if you're not careful and you don't use a primer, or you don't wet, if you don't use a primer and you don't wet your brush, this does have quite a lot of fallout. So we're going to be packing that, literally just tapping that onto the lid. Don't want to sweep it across because you are going to get fallout. So literally just tapping that on the lid. And as you can see, it just creates a really nice open eye and it looks really, really gorgeous on the lid. Just going to go back in with the crease brush with no extra product on it, just to help blend that shade out. Next, I am going to take the black shade in the palette, which is the Sugar Plum Fairy shade. This is basically like a charcoal black type of colour, and it does have a little bit of silver flecks into it. And I'm going to be taking that on a flat definer E15 brush, and I'm just going to be pushing this up against my top lash line. I'm not going to go all the way in. I'm just going to apply this just on the outer half. Not going any more than where my pupil starts. And this is just going to help make our lashes look really full and nice. In the tight line, I'm going to be applying this Inika Certified Organic Eyeliner. This is just in black. You can use whatever eyeliner you want. And just applying this in the tight line. And then I'm going to be taking the Rimmel London, what is this called? Exaggerate Waterproof Eye Definer in the shade in the Nude. And I've really been loving this lately, and I'm going to be applying this just in the waterline. Because this is like a spring look, I want my eyes to be really like open and fresh. And like I've just been awake in the moment of spring all season. So for the lower lash line, I'm going to be applying a bit of colour as well. I'm going to be taking that Sugar Plum Fairy shade, the black charcoal, whatever you want to call it, just on the flat definer, and I'm going to be applying this just in the outer corner of my eye, basically just the width, or sorry, the length of the brush. Then taking the pencil E30 brush, and maybe taking boxes and bows, and I'll be applying this in the center of my lower lash line. Blending that in with the black. And again, taking Nude Beach, just using the same brush, and applying that to the outer corner. This new Big shade is just like heaven to me. I absolutely love this shade. I think it's so pretty. And you can wear it just like by itself and use it as a highlight. It's my favorite color of all time. Okay. Next I'm just going to curl my lashes. It's just a Revlon eyelash curler, nothing fancy. And the mascara that I'm going to be using is the one that comes in the BELLE CAROUSEL. This is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I'm trying this out and seeing how I like it. So far I'm enjoying it, but I feel like there are some downsides to it. So I'm just going to apply quite a few coats of this to the lashes, top and bottom. Next I'm going to show you what I'm going to use on my face. I might need some brushes for this. So I'm going to be taking the yellow palette and I'm going to be using the Sun Bunny Dark bronzer. This is a really great bronzer and it has a bit of a satin sheen to it. I'm just going to be applying this just along my hairline, around the outer portions of my face, or perimeter. I've actually really been loving this. I didn't think that I would, but I just think in the springtime it just looks really nice on the skin. And just applying a bit of that down my neck as well. And just a little bit on the cheeks. Just to bronze ourselves up for the spring. Not that I'm even getting a tan. The only tan that I've been getting lately is just from driving. And for contour, I'm going to be using the Lilac palette and taking the Chocolate Soleil bronzer. Oh, the brush that I used for bronzing was the Real Techniques powder brush, I believe it is. Yeah, Real Techniques powder brush. And just using the Small Contour F05 to contour. And for blush, I'm going to be using this gorgeous shade in the same purple palette as well, the Who's Your Poppy shade. I absolutely am in love with this blush. I think it is so gorgeous. It's much like the Boxes and Bows shade that we applied, but the Boxes and Bows has a bit more of a gold sheen to it. This is more like just pink, and it's my favorite blush right now. I'm going to be using the Real Techniques blush brush. And it gives such a beautiful sheen to the cheek. It's not like glowy, dewy or anything like that. It's basic. I say it's like a satin blush, really. I don't usually do my makeup when I have my hair down and styled like this, but I know it's very difficult. First world problems. For highlight, I'm going to be using the good old faithful MAC Mineralized Skin Finished in Soft and Skin Finished. MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Soft and Gentle, and the tapered highlighter brush from Sigma. Line it down the bridge to the nose. Cupid bow, and high points of my cheeks, of course. Now for lips with this, you can go with something that's nude, or you can go with a pink colour. I know that there's a lot of pink going on in the look, but for springtime, when I think of makeup, I think of just pink and fresh and just really like natural kind of, if you can get natural with makeup anyway. But the lipstick that I'm going to be showing you is Angel from MAC. This is basically just a neutral pink colour. It's very wearable for every day, and I think it just looks nice. You can go for a nude if you want, but I just like the pink. So that's it for the tutorial, guys. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope it was informative enough for you and it made sense. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you do like it, and also thumbs it up if you want to see a full review on the BELLE Carousel palette. Is it a palette? I don't know. Don't forget to check the links below for my social media links. Follow me on Instagram. I always post on there when I have a new video or anything that I've purchased recently and I want to show you guys. I'll have the links below to websites and stuff where you can find any of the products that I've used in this video. Thank you so much for watching again. I hope you all have a wonderful week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.
It is written.